all good. Tonight, I want to introduce our first team. They are ShamWow. Suggestions we get from the audience. Like, for example, what's a place that you never want to be caught dead in? Dylan. Vegas. Walmart. Bar. Sure. Field. There you go. Okay, Florida. So, we also are going to be, these teams are going to be competing, so we're going to have our judges, Faith and Dana. Dana, I love you. I'm going to point to different members as they all line up, and they have to continue a story based off a suggestion that we get from you. And if they stumble or if they repeat the word, we're going to go, and the judges are going to help us out and say no, and we're going to go on to the next person. So it's an elimination game to find out the last person standing from the team will get to go first. All right, so what do we get for this?
What's the name of a story that doesn't exist that you'd like to hear? A story, any story, like a name of a story that maybe you'd like to see.
What's a story you'd like to see?
Fancy Pants Saves the World.
Fancy Pants Saves the World. Thank you. You guys see me?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to start it off. Fancy Pants Saves the World. Starting off with Ian, the ground. Oh, God! No, you're fine. Okay, ready? Fancy Pants Saves the World.
Early one morning, Fancy Pants was enjoying a delicious pancake breakfast.
Pancakes were Fancy Pants' favorite things. He liked slipping them down his pantaloons.
Wait, because he was gay. But it wasn't like it was an effeminate thing. He just really liked the color pink. Even when the pink was in the jelly on top of the pancakes that he would eat every single
day. And then, one day, Fancy Pants rode through the hills of Wisconsin, eating all the pancakes and stuffing them down his pants at the same time.
While leaving all of the maple syrup from Wisconsin
along his delicious covered
bicycle seats.
long-winded philanthropist who decided to tell him a
story about a little man named
Thumper. Thumper was an old man with a long white beard who told stories
about windy nights on the Savannah coast. Fine Latin.
Lovers, pool boys, gardeners. They went swimming one
summer evening while
all of them were
swimming. It was great.
They had brought Capri Suns from their These Capri Suns were a myriad of
flavors and colors.
Even though Capri Sun really only comes
in one bad flavor.
And totally cool because I really like Sunny Delight.
I like orange juice, only fake.
Juice happened to lead
him to the pulpiest.
evidence that could allow him to be in the
proper court of hearings because
These courts have been run by horrible, horrible...
Munchkins named Thumbtail.
Rhinos named Horace, Dolores, and Morris.
And as Horace, Dolores, and Morris were deciding to destroy
Fancy Pants, they ultimately decided that Fancy Pants had no right
to exist.
So they took a sword and...
Stabbed him in the heart.
pancakes
And not syrup because it was
totally dying.
because it was pink jam, because that's what we said he
put on his pancakes early.
Pink jam on his pancakes.
He liked to put whipped cream.
And sprinkles. These sprinkles
were huge.
huge as human heads.
Almost as huge as
Rhino head. Quite as big as
The rhino's head of the rhino who had been a judge who would
persecuted Fancy Pants for being
stupid.
But the one thing that
Fancy Pants couldn't
Do
was
run a mile
and a half with the
sword in his hand. Ran that mile.
with a sword attached
to his leg.
and because
Yes, he had a sword attached.
to his leg,
He had a huge gash on
His right leg.
Ow! Said Fancy.
gash in my
right leg.
And it almost
Is killing me.
I happen to have some stitches with myself to sew it up. And
Oh, we gotta cut people. No, sorry. Shamwell?
Shamwell's going
Shamwell.
first.
Oh,
It's two of us.
Okay, fine. Always win. Win my life. All right. Okay, so their game.
AJ, we're gonna go first. We decided to go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go first. Party.
Okay, they're gonna play a game called Party Course, in which each of their dates has an unusual thing about them that is triggered by something they do. Like if they touch their hair, something happens. So why don't you?
Just kidding. I'm going to modify that. Party Course is actually about Hallie, who's
All
hosting a
lies.
party.
Those lies.
Yeah. Hallie's hosting a party. You guys are going to give her a reason that she's hosting a party. And each of us, Ian, Christy, and myself, have something weird about us that you guys are going to also give us. So first, before we send Hallie out, because she's going to have to guess the weird things, why is she throwing a party?
Chris.
That's abortion.
Yes.
I'm gonna have a divorce party.
Far away. Okay, so first me. What's weird about me?
Every time you eat, you catch on fire.
Okay, now I need a sword.
You have
Oh my god. Oh my god.